The young couple were married for several days but never slept together. 3-year-old cub, for the happiness of his mother, deliberately vacate most of the space, so that father can sleep with his mother in his arms. This made Wanruoli almost die at the scene. Just now, little rely on childlike words. Yelling to sleep with my parents. The two Wenyan cracked on the spot. Wanruoli quickly covered Zhao Xiao, that young prince. Don't look for it in your heart, just have a bad What is this? That's not too much to ask. Zi Wenyan happily hugged her father's thigh. Daddy is so nice. Zhao Xiao can finally be with her father. Mother slept together. Wanruoli was speechless when she saw this. This ancient man. Are you so accepting of being a father? As soon as the time turns, it's night. Wanruoli coaxed Zhao Xiao to go to bed early. Little blinking innocent Big Eye's mother. What about Dad? Doesn't he sleep with us? Wanruoli awkwardly explained that her father had work to do. I didn't notice at all that someone had come to the door. The little moment I saw my father bloomed with joy. It's Daddy. Daddy came to accompany me and my mother. Wanruoli instantly went numb when she heard the words. See the man getting closer and closer. Wanruoli is also getting more and more flustered. I have no idea what to do. Originally, he thought the other party was just joking with Zhao Xiao. I didn't expect him to come. Zun wants to take out the medicine box from his arms. I heard it promotes wound healing, without leaving scars. You try it. When Wanruoli took the medicine box, Zhao Xiao looked puzzled and her mother was hurt. Dad, why don't you help your mother apply the medicine yourself? Wanruoli quickly waved and declined when she heard the words. Don't bother with that. I can do it myself. Let me wipe it for you. At this moment, Wanruoli's entire body will be in place. The red face was covered by a hint of cold at the same time. There was a tingling. What's wrong? Does it hurt? No, Wanruoli. I'm a little embarrassed to be fixed. Zhao Xiao jumped out again. Daddy. Mother's wound must be very painful when it touches the medicine. You have to help him blow. The next second, to show off, he holds his wife's face, blowing lightly. Great Daddy, blow, blow. The pain of the mother flew away. At this moment, Wanruoli's heart seemed to be pierced. This little brat. It would be a shame not to be Cupid when he comes back again. Zhao Xiao has consciously slept to the innermost part. If a drop of sweat is separated from the wrist, it is small. Why don't you sleep between your father and mother? But it was directly ignored by Zhao Xiao, who pretended to be asleep. Zun wants to go up and stop him. Let him go. Moments later. Extremely uncomfortable wrist if the whole body is tight there. He turned around cautiously. Why don't you sleep? Wanruoli is cultivated to the extreme. I can only lie about recognizing the bed, so I can't sleep. How could she suddenly reach out and hug him? Then I will hold you. You sleep peacefully. Make. The sudden tenderness made Wanruoli's face even redder. In a quiet room, as if only my own heartbeat was left. The next morning, Wanruoli, who fell asleep in the middle of the night, open your eyes in a daze. Good morning, little mother. It's already noon. Were you too tired last night? Wanruoli is embarrassed. Have I slept for so long? Your Highness, it's not your father. Where is he? Zhao Xiao doesn't know. Is my mother going to find my father? No. Let's go shopping later. The little summer dress for Wanruoli at this time. Always feel. The wound on this face seems to be worse than before. Wanruoxi persuaded her to be relieved. Maybe it will be fine in a few days. So she put on a veil. Accompany Zhao Xiao to wander casually on the street. I had no idea I was being followed. The other side. The green tea girl told the queen the news brought by the spies. With a veil, it seems that the poison on the knife took effect. This poison is colorless, tasteless, and tasteless. Sensory energy slowly corrodes the skin without people knowing it. So, what if he does look good? This foundation is rotten. Let's see how he can charm the emperor. In addition to that, this palace also wants the emperor to punish him for his crimes. Let him never turn over. Just as the two had just finished discussing the plan, the emperor took the initiative to come to the door. and can't wait to ask about the progress of the concubine. The matter of returning to the emperor's concubine has been arranged. The queen hesitates and secretly gave the green tea girl a wink. Therefore, the green tea girl will tell the disadvantages one by one. Said that this move would be stigmatized by the world. The dog emperor exploded in an instant when he heard it. I am the emperor. The world is mine. I'll see who dares to talk too much. The queen took advantage of the situation to appease. Show that you have a way. The green tea girl on the side was so angry that she almost bit the back slot. The teeth are obviously a plan of their own. Instead, all the credit goes to the queen. At this time, the dog emperor was very satisfied after listening to it. Leave the matter to the queen. The other side. Return to unruly in the palace and take off the veil, and his increasingly red and swollen wound. It directly scared the prince and cub into a cold sweat. Unruly explained, maybe it's because I went out to bask in the sun. As soon as Zanyao heard it, let him stay in the palace. Don't go out until the injury is healed. At this time, the servant came to report that someone had come to the palace. The two of them were instantly bold when they heard it. The green tea girl just sat down. Just look like Charlie. Now my sister has been married into the palace for more than a few months, but there is no news of the children. The emperor also misses the prince. I want to share my worries for the prince. After saying that, a woman slowly walked into the house. Yixizi looks very charming and moving. The moment I saw the prince, he blushed like a delicate rose. Your Highness, this is the daughter of No Book. Su Fangyi, it is also the princess whom the emperor specially found for the prince. From today onwards, I will stay in the palace to serve the prince. Wenruoli was winked by this little goblin in front of her. So angry. What the hell? Is this the so-called halfway kill a mistress? However, what surprised him was still to come.